Yo, what's good? What is happening? Welcome, people. Welcome to another episode. Hope you guys and girls are enjoying yourselves today, this Friday. I'm enjoying myself. Beautiful sun. We're going to go mog the gym afterwards. We're going to dive right on into this. We're going to be talking about clean food today and at least why it tastes like shit. What we got here? Yo, what's good? What's good, Zach? What's good, my guy? What's good, y'all? I see y'all. You know what it is. Much love. All right. So, without wasting any time, we're going to be diving into today's episode very, very shortly. I'm just going to pin this conversation thing over here. See that there. Um, I'm Natty and I'm 13 years old. Oh, bro, I thought you were 12, man. This fucking guy. Shout out to Zach, man. Shout out to Zach. I hope you're really doing good, bro. All right, so we're gonna be breaking it down, diving into today's podcast episode very shortly. All right, we're gonna be talking about food. Okay, so let's get it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, returning champion, IFBB PRO Matt Butali, coming at you with another topic today. And what we're going to be talking about today is a little bit of a, we'll say like a Gordon Ramsay perspective here. All right, and bear with me. And we're going to be talking about essentially cooking, right? Cooking and how essentially how knowing how to cook or prepare your food, when it comes to prep or like when you're eating it, like what seasonings you can use and things like that. I'm going to be sort of walking you through some mistakes that a lot of people make in their fitness journey that make it so that clean food tastes like shit, and they wonder why they can't actually stick to it for a long term and get results because food kind of fucking tastes like shit. All right, so we're going to be talking about seasonings today. This is the Gordon Ramsay episode. All right, we're going to be talking about cooking, knowing how to make your food enjoyable, and literally, it's going to be the difference between you losing 20 pounds of fat and keeping it off. Okay. Because if you lose the weight because you're able to like just sustain something that was quite shitty in terms of the quality of the food or the seasonings, because you believe that for some reason you can't have seasonings or that you can't prepare meals the way that you would enjoy them. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be dismantling that because that's the difference between you just, again, as I said, losing the weight and keeping it off. Because you can probably thug it out and survive eating like shit for a couple of maybe months. And then once it hits the fan, you get your results, everything starts to go backwards and it starts to undo itself in terms of progress. And why does this happen? Usually because people are sick and tired of what they eat. Okay. Either they're not giving themselves enough diversity when it comes to the foods that they're selecting, or they just don't know how to prepare them properly. And that's like demotivating them to stick to eating clean foods because it tastes like shit, which makes sense. And I understand. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be breaking it down here. All right. But before we dive in, I'm going to be starting off with a little bit of a, not a joke, but like you guys will definitely relate to this. You will definitely relate to this. Okay. So, okay. Drinking orange juice in the morning, right? Like, so you wake up, you brush your teeth, and then you drink orange juice. Like, let me know if I'm the only one here. But when you drink that orange juice after you brush your teeth, doesn't it fucking taste disgusting? Like, let me know if I'm the only one here. I think that shit is fucking disgusting, right? You know what I mean? It's disgusting. I don't know what it does to your taste buds, but it's nasty. All right, so it makes you want to cut your tongue off. Pretty much, that's how I feel, right? And why am I bringing this up? Why am I talking about something kind of so fucking silly right now? Well, it's because so many of you that struggle, with eating whole foods that are good for you, only struggle to eat those whole foods, those clean foods that you can cook at home because you don't like how it tastes. And every time you eat that food, you want to cut your fucking tongue off, right? And I get it. You know what I mean? I understand. You know what I mean? Like, definitely there was a time where I couldn't cook as good as I cook now, and I'm no fucking Michelin chef, 5-star chef. No, that's not it. But I do like how my food tastes, and that's one of the main reasons why I stick to eating clean all the time, or more times than I would eat junk. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll still have my pizza, my burgers, my wings, and all that. But I actually prefer eating whole food, clean food that I cook at home, simply because I like the way it tastes. Because I like this, I learned what I liked, and I learned that it's okay to have seasonings in your food. You don't need to fucking, because you're on a diet, stop using herbal seasonings and stuff. First of all, they don't even have calories, those herbal seasonings. Knock yourself out with those. The only things you really want to be worried about is like dressings, things that have calories, and usually they have low to no calorie options. So you can still make the food taste great without having to like sacrifice the taste of it. And most people don't fucking know this when it comes to training, when it comes to nutrition or at least meal prep. They just think I've got, whatever it is, fish or it's chicken breast or whatever it is. I'm going to have that cooked pretty much with salt and pepper because if I add anything else, maybe it's going to make me fat. Da, da, da. No, doesn't work that way. No calories and herbal spices and seasonings. Knock yourself out. Literally drench that shit in herbs. It's not going to do anything but make your meal taste better, which you deserve the right to have. Otherwise, you're just torturing yourself. Make sense? Again, I'm not the best cook in the world, and you might not be either. But we'll say this, just like your training, you get better with every rep. Okay? You may not be the best cook. That may be a factor as to why you can't stick to eating clean, but just like training, you can get better over time by repeating it. And I'm not saying just like to continue to cook at home or to, just continue to like eat the same shit. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying to continue to improve on making what you eat taste better. If you can make what you eat taste better, it becomes not only a lot more easier to stick to it. When I say stick to it, I'm talking about your nutrition, but it also makes it kind of more fun because now you can literally have the same meal like 100 different ways using 100 different seasonings, which I think is one of like the biggest hacks when it comes to putting on muscle, when it comes to burning fat and keeping the fat off. Right? It's having knowledge of the seasonings and spices that you like, so that even if you do get bored of a specific dish or a certain type of food, you can switch the seasonings around and almost like create a new meal with the same ingredients. And even better, you could just replace those meals with different options. Instead of chicken you'll do fish, instead of rice you'll do potatoes, things like that. Like that's one way to keep yourself on track. But the guaranteed way to keep yourself on track when it comes to eating clean food and making sure that it actually tastes good so you want to eat it, in my opinion, is making sure that you have a solid understanding of seasonings, or at least the seasonings, the herbs, the spices that you like, that are your favorite, that you want to eat. Again, there's no need or there's no need to limit yourself or restrict yourself from that. As I said, the only things that you should be worried about really when it comes to cooking is like oils and sauces that include calories, which you can already get low to no calorie versions of, right? So like there's no need to even overthink it, even though most people do, which I don't blame you because you're thinking of every single thing that you're putting in your mouth when you are, in a transitional period when it comes to, getting off of your old habits, your bad habits of like constantly eating out and like getting to the good habits, your new habits of like cooking at home, eating whole food, and for some of you even training when you haven't trained before, so on and so forth. Okay? Like you can definitely learn about how to season your foods, which will honestly change your life. It'll change the game for you, man. It really fucking will. It really will. If you've ever eaten clean before and you thought, "Oh, I can't fucking do this for like another month or another week," or chances are you don't even know how to cook. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying that because it's true. Because if you liked what you ate in terms of how it tasted, it wouldn't be a problem. And say, sure, yeah, you get bored of one thing. Definitely, you can learn how to swap, certain proteins, carbs, and fats in and out for each other. And if you don't know how to do that, hire a coach or do more research. It's up to you. But it's definitely a doable thing and something that I urge you to do if you are serious about changing your body, if you're serious about burning fat, if you're serious about putting on muscle, right? Like you can learn right now. You can literally go on YouTube and learn how to season. They make so many different types of dishes with like two ingredients. Rice and chicken, there's like a fucking million ways to make that. Fish and potatoes, knock yourself out. Fucking turn on the cooking channel and just go crazy. Right? But going a layer deeper, okay, the real reason why you probably hate eating whole foods is because of the processed foods that you kind of already eat. Like, hear me out. All that artificial flavor, the extra salt, the extra sugar, the extra grease, etc., etc. I won't lie, definitely including MSG. I won't lie, it kind of makes all that fucking processed junk taste fucking good. And it's part of why it's so addicting and hard to give up fast food, right? Like it makes anything that you can cook on a, we'll say, like any home cooked meal, it makes it almost taste bland, even if you have flavors that you do like, which is kind of fucked when you think about it, right? Like for me at least, I don't prefer eating out. Like I will still do it, right? I'll still have my pizza, I'll still have my burgers, I'll still like knock myself out. It's cool. But for myself at least, I understand like what seasonings I like, what I want to use, how I want that to taste. But even so, when I compare it to like if I was to eat at a restaurant or something like that, it's really different, man. And the one thing I've got to say is like when it comes to the food that you prepare in comparison to the food that you eat when, you go out, is like you are likely going to be desensitized to the flavors that you eat at home because of the like exorbitant amount of extra bullshit in the processed food that makes it either more addicting or taste better. So, essentially, if you eat a lot of fast food, in a way, you kind of do become desensitized to enjoying like real food that you cook at home. That makes sense, right? Because there just isn't as much processed shit in it. And you like not just the taste of the seasonings, but the things that make that food processed, right? Like, let's be honest here. The way, and this is how I look at it, and I tell my clients this too, right? I don't ever cut out food groups, especially if it's like, healthy, but I don't cut out junk food groups as well. The number one way to fix that desensitized tongue that sort of is used to eating processed foods, it's very simple. It's by cooking home cooked meals that you actually enjoy, that you actually want to eat, right? Like, and it's like that's the fix. Of course, we already know that, but doing it for a longer period of time and doing it more than you eat out is literally the crucial point. Like, that's you need to focus on that more than anything else. Why? Because again, the more you eat processed foods, the less, even if you do season your foods well and you like learn how to make it taste good, the less it's actually going to like taste good because your tongue is desensitized. Like it's just overstimulated with all the processed shit. So in order to make your food taste good at home, you have to, in a way, also stop eating excessively outside of home, right? And that's cool because my philosophy, one of many, is like the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, eat what you cook at home. 20% of the time, fuck off. Do what you want to do. Eat whatever you want, right? But the moment that it flips, or the moment that you're eating out more than you're not, is the moment that even if you did season your foods to your liking, it just wouldn't taste as good compared to all the processed shit that you do eat. So it'll just make it harder for you to stick to it anyway. Okay. Like instead of, constantly consuming ultra processed, lab constructed food drugs that are created to get you addicted, give your fucking taste buds a break. Okay. Like as I said as a joke, but I'm kind of like half serious. Tune into the cooking channel or like a YouTube channel or whatever it is. Learn how to fucking cook. Seriously, man. Like, especially if you're a dude. If you're a dude, you don't know how to cook, something's wrong with you. Okay. And I promise, once you start to eat clean for about like a month, about a month, that's usually what, like when I see with my clients, when they eat clean for about a month, and I'm saying they cook the foods and they like that, the foods that they're eating, like they select the seasonings, they like it tastes genuinely good to them, and you're doing that for 1 month, you'll notice, and let me know if this is you, because this has definitely happened to me. You'll notice that donuts start to taste a little bit too sweet. You'll notice that, like, fries that you get when you go out are way too fucking salty and greasy. And you'll also notice that burgers are the same way too, like just way too salty and greasy. And the reason why you're going to notice that, as I said, is because if you are eating, at home more times than you're not, you are sort of undoing that desensitized tongue that you've, I guess, worked up to having all those years eating fucking processed shit. And even better, you can learn how to create, we'll say, better alternatives of those home cooked options. Those same meals, that have the same, actually not even the same. You could have way fucking better micronutrients and a way better caloric spread than if you were to go out at a restaurant and eat that meal, and you could also make it taste better. So what am I talking about? It's very simple. Making fries at home instead of going out to get fries. Okay. Making burgers at home instead of ordering burgers. Right? You could even fucking knock yourself out and learn how to make donuts if you do that shit. I don't bake personally, so I don't fucking know. But that's what I'm saying. You'll notice that your tongue is way too used to processed shit. And that when you start to cook at home and make, alternatives at home to, we'll say, satisfy your wants, needs, or urges to have quote unquote junk food or junk style food, however you want to put it, you're better off. You're way better off. You can get better macros, way better calories, And most importantly, it'll actually fucking taste good. Why? Because you're not always eating the processed shit. Or at least if you do eat it, you're eating it way less than you do the home cooked stuff, the things that you actually have control over. You can learn how to master this. It's just very simple, right? Like it's super simple. It's so I'm bringing it to your attention because I know most of you can follow this, but you didn't really think about it. A lot of you people think that, oh fuck, if I add, you know, extra herbs and spices or whatever it is, these seasonings, I'm going to get fat, which is not true. The only things that can really make you fat when it comes to seasonings and things in that realm, in my opinion, dressings and liquid seasonings that have calories. Anything that has calories in it, just get a low to no calorie option or swap it out completely. But generally speaking, when it comes to like dry herbs, when it comes to, spices and things like that that are just there, like you're not really some of the spices you don't even eat, like cloves, for example. I don't know if you eat cloves, you're definitely a menace, but like, you know what I'm saying? You can make shit taste good and you're supposed to if you really want to keep the results that you've worked so hard for. Okay, it's going to help you burn more fat and grow more muscle in the gym. Period. Learning how to cook is an underrated fucking skill. Underrated because without it, there's no fucking way. Unless you've got someone that's cooking all your meals for you, there's no way you're going to stick to it. All right, take this advice seriously, especially if you're a man. Stop eating like a fucking 6-year-old. Learn how to cook. All right, give the processed foods a rest. Your mirror, digestive system, and your taste buds will thank you later. You understand? Cool. All right. That's it. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. All right. Let's embrace your inner meathead together. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB Pro Matt Butale signing out. Boom. Yeah. Episode's recorded. You know what to do, man. Jabran, salam alaikum, bro. Hope everything's good, man. Alfonso, what's up? Zen, what's up? What's up? What's happening? Yeah, Faraz, what's good? Dylan, Juanita, what's up? Um, who says watching live alone? Shout out to you, bro. If I butchered your name, that's my fault. Let's see here. What do we got? See what we got here. Yo, what's good? TikTok, I see you. Cool. So we finna tag team Lewis Strati. That's crazy. TikTok is the craziest fucking comments. I swear to God. Powan, what's good? See you, homie. What's good? What's good? I'm only gonna accept your request because I'm already done recording the live stream. So I'm just gonna put you in there. Yeah, yeah. I don't even know if it's gonna boot up. I don't know what happened there. Oh, let's see here. Oh, okay. Accept. Yo, what's happening, dog?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. Chilling, man. We just wrapped it up. How you doing?
I'm good. I thought I'd join if you're spinning some knocks. I'm like, gotta listen to go.
My guy. Humbled, bro. I'm humbled. Definitely. Where you at? Are you at the gym right now?
Yeah, I'm just at lifetime party.
I'm looking at you. I can see the ceiling. I'm like, yeah, this fucker's definitely in the gym. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's doing well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just watching some BS here. A lot of fucking guys fucking selling magic powders and just
Oh
doing
my
shit.
God, bro. Don't even start me with that shit,
No,
bro.
no one wants to appreciate the hard work that the hard work that the consistency it takes. But here, let me fucking mix some magic powders in here.
Right?
There you go, man. Your live was at what? Before I got 20 people in here.
Hey, shout out to you, bro. 100%. Yeah, we're 20 on Instagram and pretty much what? We got a few on others like YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. TikTok's 0 now, but like we're already done recording, right? So, but that's the main reason. But yeah, man. Solid. I don't know what's going on here. I can't really see you. I don't know if you froze. Definitely froze.